Howdy, Beefalo Bart here, and welcome. Yes, the thumbnail shows UE4 instead of Division 2, yet I'm playing the Division 2. Why? Well, as previously seen in the video before, going to be doing kind of a new format of playing a game, looking at features, and then going into Unreal Engine 4 and actually creating those features one at a time, just kind of screwing around, see what we can come up with. So tonight's video is just going to be watching me play the game and talk about features and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, Unreal Engine 4. All this stuff, even though this is a game made in a different game engine, it can be made in Unreal Engine 4. Kind of briefly covered, like, you know, the rain particle effects of actually attaching it to the character instead of over the entire map, because really and truly you can't see past it anyway, so there's no need to actually have it all over the entire map, and just create areas where it turns itself off as needed, or environmental with the map itself for whatever it is, rain, snow, what have you. And the kind of joke thing of well, yeah, I'm using cover. This is a very cover-oriented game, especially in single player, which can be annoying because, you know, when you want to get off of the cover, sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it goes over to another piece of cover, and it can be annoying. And joking about the bug system, doing the settlement blockade neutralized the remaining threats. There was one. Yeah, weather, just throw in some fog, like this got a lot of fog in it, and then just add the rain right there around the player itself, and I'll show that again whenever I get into tomorrow's video of actually having this game up and then Unreal Engine up at the same time and switching between the two of them. But with this, the joke about the bug-free system, the only remaining enemy that was for me to kill was way off in the distance over there, and he went down that road and despawned. So I cannot finish this mission. It's actually broken. I'm going to restock.
Detected from the control point.
This is kind of an annoying thing too here. It's allowing me to actually kneel down and go through the animations. Whenever I'm full. If I'm full, I shouldn't be allowed to even go through the animations to do this. And notice I'm underneath here and there is no rain. It's a nice touch that it's actually not coming through solid cover, which does happen in poorly laid out games. Now if I go over here and go to the right, which is where these guys went, and yes, I tried to color coordinate my armor with my... Oh no. Are they here now? Seeker mine. You know, I love my seeker mines. You want to get the hell out of my way so I can kill the big nasty robot dog? Yes, I'm using a lever action rifle. There's a reason why I'm using that weapon. Is it's considered to be an exotic.
System back online.
Okay, so the icon's still there. That patrol had nothing to do with the thing that it was clearing. If I get too far away from it, it will just conclude that I'm leaving the mission area, and it will just burn. And I'll have to redo the entire thing, which is not hard to do. Yeah, the AI system's not bad in this game. One of the better elements. Rope climb. Nice touch. I'm not going to find this remaining enemy here. But here's the thing, is there's different kinds of loot all around the entire area. There's a lot of really good features in this game. there are a lot of bugs. And all the dummies that sit there and complain about it's got so many bugs. Yeah, okay. It's not the developer's fault that there's bugs. Well, partially. They have a relatively big test team for the company in general. So the blame should lie on the testers, because they should have been looking for things like this and resolve the issues. Like this. I mean, I can't complete this mission simply because of that. And these guys are actually archers. It's nice that they were able to incorporate archers into the game. One thing I don't like is magical stats, and unfortunately that's pretty much what you spend most of your time doing, is grinding for gear and weapons. So I'm not going to be able to complete that, so I'm going to have to go do something else. On your map, you've got your main area. You can travel from here to here, all free roam. You got contested areas, which is the dark zone here, here, and here, which is split up in 3 zones as opposed to 1 in the Division 1. Then you've got, these are external missions. You can run these, you go to a different location, they load a separate map. So it was easier to actually just create a new map and link them by using a teleport system here. So you get a lot of free roam, and that's good.
I'm coming.
The sprint system is on a toggle, and there is no stamina to deal with, which I also like. Control points, minimap, map system, and fast travel. Yep, all there. Yeah, that's purple loot. It's, you know, lower grade. It's actually quote unquote a higher grade, but whenever you're in in-game content, and to kind of explain that, you go from level 1 through 30 in the normal game. You get the expansion, you can go to level 40, and of course I've got the expansion, and I am level 40, so I am the maximum level that I can be. And once you reach level 40, what do you do then? So you have all the in-game content.
No way!
Friendly.
Oh, I love having a decent skill build. And this is not even a great skill build. This is a decent one. So this, the yellow or gold pickups are actually the second highest. You got exotics, and then you got, which are orange. You got the yellow, which is the high end. Then you got purples, blues, whites, and grays. Yeah, so with the level system being based on the expansion, if you're level 30, and yes, you can kill the fox. Just wasn't fast enough. You get to this in-game stuff at level 30 or level 40, depending on if you got the expansion. Hey, look, more bad guys. Do you guys like my Seeker Mine? You see how this guy turned orange before he exploded? Because of the magical stats of the weapons, this weapon right here with the giant snake all over it, it actually gets a
Hostiles. Guarding
again,
location nearby.
magical bonus. So whenever you're close enough to a target, it'll select a random target, and it will then give you a huge bonus to damage against that target. Like this one right over here. You got orange wrapped all around them. Only good for one shot. Now, I don't have a DPS build. Or this rifle will be doing over 1,000,000 damage. Alright, so we'll get the Seeker Mine out. Call for allies. You pull out a flare gun, and that will alert friendly AI, and that's another, you got a season level up, so that's another type of leveling you can do for a seasonal event thing that if you have a season pass, What's all those explosions? This is just one of 4 different kind of turrets that I can use. You know what? Secret Burn. You have skill cooldowns. And you got different levels of enemies. You got the reds, which are like just the normal dudes. And then you got purples. Then you got like a tan color. And then you got yellows. Using the skill build, I can pretty much just pre-plan as I'm moving along, and yeah, just keep throwing seeker mines. And here's our boss. Now when I reload, I lose my target. This is capturing a control point. So as soon as I get to a certain point of capture with these guys, kill the enemy leader, then they're going to go ahead and counterattack.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
He, as you can see that goo gushing out, is going to...
Detected.
He has a foam launcher, and it's like a flamethrower, but foam. The foam, if I get close enough, you know what? And you also have weak points. That one had a pouch on her side that holds grenades. You shoot that, and you can detonate the grenades, and there you go. Artist tool, just got a named weapon. Went over here and check to see if I need that ammo.
Supply room access unlocked.
Which I do.
Hostile
Because
broadcast
as you can
picked
see
up.
on the left side of my back, I have a specialized rocket launcher. That's a specialization class. So I can go ahead and resupply. Doors, as you can see, things get highlighted in that weird orangish glow to let you know that it's a usable item. There's also something that's not super hard to do. Yeah, I actually like this one. I just started using it, so I haven't really mastered using it. Now I do have the options for, and let's go to our character. This is our inventory system. Yep, got a cache, which is a crate I can open. Yeah, just crafting materials. Dodge City Gunslinger holster. Looks cool. I like anything that's fun or funny or humorous or whatever to actually do. So what was this? I got that guy. No bueno. It's vindictive. Yeah. See all the different weapons that I've got here. That's not horrible, but I don't need it. That's the one that I just got. That was a rare. It has a name to it. It's called the Artist Tool. Never seen it before. Perfect rifleman. So you get to break down how these are working here. You've got a regular damage level that the weapon will actually do, the rate of fire, and the normal magazine capacity. And to me, the way it looks sized up wise, it actually looks like it's a 7.62 instead of a 5.56. But this is your total damage, and then you got a plus 48.3 thousand, over 48,000 added to it. It's semi-automatic only. But you got double right here. It could, a sniper, and this is a semi-automatic rifle. So is the lever action rifle that I'm using. But yeah, you got debuff or negatives on here is what's being compared to what I am physically already using. And it's a light machine gun with a humongous freaking magazine size. But this guy, you get perks or attributes. Plus 9% to rifle damage, since it is a rifle, so it gets 9% additional damage over the base number. Critical hit damage. If you make a critical hit, then you get a bonus to the amount of damage you do by using this weapon. Accuracy means, well, very little. I mean, they're all relatively accurate to begin with. And then you get a talent. In this particular one, landing a headshot stacks as a stack of bonus 11% weapon damage for 5 seconds. So if you make 6 headshots, you can multiply that by, 11, and, that's a little extra bonus there for a headshot if you're making a lot of headshots. If you have potato aim like I do, then you're not making headshots. Damage drop off. The longer this orange line is, the more accurate it's going to be and more damage it's going to do at a longer distance. So it has kind of a drop off, primary drop off here, under 100 yards. And it has 3 mod slots and a skin slot. I can modify the weapon, which this is a nice thing, but if you know me, I like to be able to have just a base AR lower platform and upper platform separate. So we can do a magazine for stability. You add magic stats of stability here or headshot damage. I'll do headshot damage since it is semi-automatic. Underbarrel. I can't use this one now because I'm not using that talent or that specialty. But I can do critical hit chance. Probably be better off with this. No muzzle attachment, but I can add an optic. I can add accuracy. Well, technically that's what a scope does, is help you with your accuracy. 4x ACOG is supposed to give me 20% optimal range. We'll probably go with this one right here for critical hit chance. It's a 3.4x scope, but you got an 8x, red dot, and all kind of different optics to work with. This one came with its own special skin. I'm not going to change it. But there's so many different magical stats, Oh, I'm going to show you also. I have the choice of based on the different types of specialty class that I want to be, but I have to go back to the base of operations to be able to change it. This one right here, I'll showcase shooting this one here in just a minute. I do like this one. These are tracking mini missiles, and you can tag up to 6 different targets at one time, and then when you fire, each one of the little micro missiles will go out to their own individual target. Crossbow shoots explosive tip arrows. Flamethrower does what it says, shoots flame. Grenade launcher, this is what I typically use. It's for the demolition class, and it's pretty effective. It's a multi-shot grenade launcher, 6 shots. And then the 50 caliber sniper. It says sniper, not a sniper, but a sniper. Yeah, the TAC 50. So many different. What do you want? You want a lot of food. We want everything. Damn. Lame asses can't go out and forage for your own shit. But if I give them all these different resources, I get XP. That was almost 44,000 XP. ATM systems. If you're referring to ATM as in like bank ATMs, yeah, that's for sure definitely going to be doing. I have done before. Alright, so this next area I need to get 2 control points, 1 bounty. I've already done the mission. But I should finish off one zone before I go to the other. Oh god, aerial recon. This is a supersized flying drone that, hell, is big enough for a man to fly in, but it has rockets and machine guns and all kind of wild shit. Well, let's look at this. Projects, no. Manhunt. I've already finished that one, and we're trying to work on this one. So, just got a bounty left to do here in downtown East. Bounty and viewpoint and Federal Triangle. Damn. 2 control points and a bounty there. I've already done this. That was a pain in the ass. But did them solo. Downtown East. And where am I at now? Downtown East. Okay. A lot of stuff to keep track of. I gotta do a bounty. So, to find a bounty, I would either have to... Public execution, I don't think is going to do it. Propaganda, no. Elite territory control, no, but good chance for some loot. Territory, that one was broken, so I couldn't finish that. Yeah, I'm just going to go back to the White House. And this is Washington, D.C., by the way. The new expansion gives you New York City back. Division 1 took place in New York City, and yeah. So there's a lot of things that are great about this game, but there's so many little bugs that, to me, is a big failure on the test team. And whenever they, it's a poor reporting system as well. Let's actually go back and take a look. And normally this gate is closed, but it's now open so that you can go over here to the helicopter and join Chica, Kelso or whatever her name is, talk to the pilot and go to New York. But we're at the White House. So if I'm sprinting, why does it stop me from sprinting when I get close, and then whenever I go through here, why does it slow it down even more? Specializations, yay, technician. Wanted to get here. Yeah, it's all about the money, and it's a sad thing. Ooh, that's what I want. It's plus 10% to skill damage, and it's gonna cost 5 points, and I only have 2, so I'll save my points and come back and get that. Oh god, the
Hello, Agent.
the skills you can use. Sticky Bomb, which allows you to shoot out, well, let's actually go into the details for it. You have 2 different types. The explosive type, you launch it out, it hits on a target, and then you remote detonate it, and it does a shitload of damage. The other type of it is the burn. So when you put it onto them, it's like a napalm cartridge that goes onto them and just burns the shit out of them. Like white phosphorus grenade. Trap. This is a new one to the game. It throws out these little things that will stun or shock targets that are within the range of it. Pretty cool. I really haven't used it that much, but did play with it once just to see. Decoy. You can deploy a decoy. Now, NPCs will fall for it pretty quick, and they'll just go for it and try to shoot the holographic image of you. Players sometimes are dumb enough to fall for it, but I don't do PvP, so I hadn't tried it. Pulse. I don't have all of them, but the primary pulse is a scanner that when you utilize it, it actually, as you can see in the little, and this is nice that they actually show a little video clip of what it actually does. it will highlight nearby enemies and even show them through walls and stuff. Kind of cool. This one, you can throw it out somewhere and it will occasionally scan the radius and show anybody new that pops up. Jammer. If I would assume if you got the robot dogs and crap like that, or turrets and things like that, you can throw these out and it will disable them short term. Banshee Pulse I have not used. Just to confuse enemies, they walk around blinded for a little bit. Turrets, love them. The one that I'm using right now is this guy, and it's a machine gun turret. Basically, it's like a P90 that's on a sensor turret. It will lock onto a target and open fire. A flamethrower turret, I don't like how they ruined the flamethrower turret versus the one in Division 1. It has a narrow window. It's not like the regular machine gun turret where it can turn 360 degrees. This one only has a small cone of where it can actually operate. I don't care for that. So I almost never use it. The sniper turret, really powerful weapon. It can do 1,000,000 damage with my setup right now. And yeah, whenever it hits a target, it just devastates them. And the mortar. Now I'd have to go back to the demolitionist perk or the skill thing. This is great if you're in open terrain because you deploy the turret, you don't have to stand next to it. And you can press the Q key on a targeted area and it launches a mortar round out. It's pretty savage. I like it. It's a savage thing. Hives, you got a restoration one. It repairs armor. Instead of repairing your health, it repairs your armor. So, once your armor is gone, you die quickly. So you want your armor, your magic armor spell to be active at all time. And this will restore your armor, which is the white bars on top, instead of the orange being your health. This one is a revival. So if you get killed, I'm sorry, this one, that's the hive. This one just goes out, attacks targets within the circle, and puts a bleed effect on them, which can drain a shitload of health, but eh. The reviver is the one that you can throw next to a friendly player, and if they're downed, you go from being alive to being downed, which means you can be revived, and then dead where you can't be revived. As long as you are downed and not dead, you can be revived with that. This one, more magic stats. You throw the thing out there and it buffs whatever players within that range. And then this one, I haven't activated it yet, but increases skill efficiency for players within that radius. If you're in a group, that would be a pretty good thing. Chem launcher. First one you got is a gas grenade. But the gas, if you're within this gas ball, you're getting magically restored for your armor. A lot of magic in this game, by the way. Firestarter shoots out this pink cloud, and then if you shoot it, the pink cloud explodes, and anybody in there gets caught on fire. Riot foam, just like what the NPCs have, shoots out foam, locks your feet in place, and prevents you from running. You have to sit there and press the F key or whatever to be able to get out of it. It's kind of cool, but very limited use. Oxidizer. It's a dot. It's a damage over time. Basically, more magic. It's a chemical agent that reduces the target's health. Firefly. This one will just blind the enemies within you know, the targeted enemies there. If they're blinded, they can't see you to shoot back. Burster, it's mini explosives that come out of it. And boom, boom, boom. Not super great. Haven't tried it, but might be kind of cool. And then Demolisher, it just destroys more magic. Goes for the weak spots only on the targets. Magic. Seeker Mines, love them. You got a standard Seeker. That is just one Seeker that goes out and explodes when it gets close to the target. I've already made that in Unreal Engine 4. Airburst, I've got a version of that already, where essentially it goes out, leaps into the air, blows up, and catches shit on fire. Cluster is the one that I'm using right now, and it goes out and splits into multiples. Right now, with my mine set up, I can get 9 charges out of it. 9 balls come out, going for 9 different targets. This one, a little ball just follows your ass like a bot, and then was it BB whatever from that new trash Star Wars series crap. Did I mention crap? And how the Disney ruined the Star Wars franchise. Yeah, this is a magic seeker that goes out and either follows you and heals you, or you can target a friendly player and then go over and heal their armor. Drones. This one just shoots a gun. It has a little small machine gun on it. This one's more magic. It will deflect incoming bullets. I think that's some Superman magic shit. This one, Bombardier Drone, you target it and it goes out and drops bombs. Really didn't care for that one as much. This is one that I use quite a bit, and this one actually does repairs for your armor, so more magic. And this one just goes out and, yeah, I have no clue what it does. Don't care. And then shield. You got 4 different kinds of shields that, like this one has 13.2 million health. And the shield, as long as you're getting shot in the shield and not shot in the ankles or in the hand, the shield's going to suck up quite a bit of damage, 12.2 million. This one right here has 4.6 million. And this will let you use, the first type, you can only use a pistol, which is okay if you've got a decent pistol. But, yeah, very limiting. And, this one lets you use submachine guns and assault rifles. Pretty much everything but sniper rifles. Then this one, more magic, 7.4 million health, and helps to regen stuff. Yeah, these are just magic shields. Another magic shield. But you can use a flamethrower with it. Goodbye. So yeah, those are skills. Oh, and since we're at the White House, we need to find a bounty for the first one, and there's no bugs. And all my UE4 guys, I want you to tell me, how the fuck is this even possible? Really. Look at Homegirl right here. Tell me what you see wrong in this picture. How do you screw that up? The woman on the right, not the dude on the left there. Not dreadlock dude. The cute dirty chick with the glasses. And what is that hovering thing? Whenever she moves away, what the hell is that? But then, what else can you tell me that's wrong? Yeah, I mean, how do you screw that up? And how do you let that become a thing? The hell? I mean, Unreal Engine 4, you've got to really try to do something that stupid. I mean, it, I haven't had a chance to get my hands on that game engine that they used for this game, but to me, it's like when you set your character, you were doing it as a modular character so that you can change the head around for that torso and that lower half so that you can make multiple different NPCs. I can kind of get that. And if you want her to be a black woman instead of a white woman, you can change the arms, the head and neck and shoulders. But to me, whenever they did that, it's like they forgot to tell it to in Unreal Engine. It would be uh, to attach to the socket. So her arms are sitting there in a Y pose or an A pose. I still will call it a Y pose. Like, why the hell would you use it? But the arms are still in that Y pose, but the rest of the body is doing the base animation, idle animation. But I don't understand what the hell is that. I get close and you get the widget that pops up, which has some blurring. And I forgot how to do it, but there is a way to do that where the text will rotate based on your view angle. Yeah, Snowdrop. I would like to get my hands on it. I'd like to shove my hand down the pants of that game engine. So yeah, I had to make an excuse to come back here just to show that. What the hell? I mean, really, how do you screw that up? Alright, so let's look at the bounties. We want for this area right here. And we want the DOEA bastards. So let's activate bounties. Goody, it's a heavy gunner. I think I'm still going to stay with the skill build. Where's each fool at? Right up here. Oh goody, this control point's being attacked. So I'm going to have to deal with that and that on my way to that. And this is a time thing. I have like a certain amount of time to get within close proximity of where this dude is so that I can take him out, or he quote-unquote escapes. You see the map moving around. I'm getting my ass kicked probably right now while I'm waiting for the magic teleport system.
Civilians in distress.
You kiss my ass. You'll be spawning shit on top of me. You can see I've got 14 minutes. There's plenty of time, but I have 14 minutes to get there. There we go. The shot is weak point. Yes, minigun is fun to play with. Overheats pretty quickly, but yeah. When you start having all these magical stats where this gives you a bonus to this and buffs that, and you get all that extra garbage. Right. Got these guys here, and I got those guys over there. That guy's stuck in the ground.
Target is
Or was he on his knees? I'll take that out. This probably should have gone DPS, because this gun is absolutely just horrendous when I'm trying to use it with a skill build. But my skills come back quick, so I get my Seeker Mine refreshed pretty quickly.
Incoming hostiles detected.
purple. Who the hell is shooting me from way the hell over there? Seriously, kiss my ass. Oh, and there's a named dude over here. Now see, here's the thing, is if I get killed now, I fail. I fail the mission that I haven't been able to get to, because I have to fight my way through every damn thing. If I use my special weapon, it has less effect against named enemies. So, yeah, when I really need it against a really tough enemy, like this guy with the Reckless over here, it's going to do less damage against somebody who I need it to do more damage to. Damn it, this cover system, it gets me killed more than it saves me, it seems like. Alright, so wait, my timer is paused. Thankfully. Hostages are in still good shape. Where you going, punk? Yeah, more ammo. Come on. Get this crap over with. What else is over here? So the minimap has the dots are NPCs that are farther away. The solid red is ones that are close enough to be a threat. Come on, punk ass. Better reload this LMG. So hopefully this isn't screwing with my ability to actually do... Oh, yeah, I do have 10 minutes. And I gotta stay close enough to this so I don't fail that mission. And punk ass keeps running away. Okay, talk to the hostage. I won that. I don't need your bounty because I already have one. Pull this turret up because he's hiding. And Seeker Mine did not acquire a target, so it came back to me and is being absolutely worthless. Shoot that bag that he's carrying. It's full of grenades. You punk. Wasted my damn time. There we go. That weak point. Alright, green is also what's considered to be a gear set item. Wait for the fire to go away so I can loot it. Alright, and that's part of the Aces set. There's multiple different gear sets. What the hell is my damn target? Where the hell over here? And I have lost my GPS tracker. So, I'm on this little orange track of the minimap, which means that I'm close enough. Run, doggy, run. Alright, you got like barrels, which see my crosshairs went to red. If I shoot that, then it will actually detonate. This guy with the wrench, as an engineer, he can put out turrets. Some red's coming. and my guy's not close yet. Oh, look. The thing shooting these magic grenades is actually tracked vehicle drone thingamajiggy. Thank you. Die already. The target's in there. So I have to figure out the magic trick to go through doors that I can't open and pick up my turret. Oh. I don't have a timer anymore, so good. As long as I don't fail. Junk. I can actually, when I'm looting it, I can actually tag it as garbage and sell it to a vendor or break it down into crafting components. Now, the ladder system, I will like to reproduce that ladder system. That's a pretty good system for the ladder. Another thing that's often overlooked. Yeah, the attached to component thing. Alright, I'm trying to not die and lose my mission here. I love my turrets and seekers. Hey, bud. Appreciate the gift the other day. And get a chance to tell you about it, or tell you thank you. Much appreciated. Nice to know that somebody loves me. My mommy loves me. So I would also like to do... You know what? Take your mind. The turret. The machine gun turret, maybe the flamethrower turret. I want to reproduce the turrets. Alright, I can pull my turret back up. So, turret, you can basically just throw it down to wherever you want it to go. And it just goes to work. Targets whoever gets close enough, and it just goes to town. But, and here's the thing that I, for the life of me, could not figure out how to get the damn thing to work correctly. Because I was trying to spawn actor from class. Whenever I was putting out something like the Seeker Mines, they're not actors. Because they're seeking, they're using pawn sensing, they're AI. So you have to spawn AI from class. You know, I was like, why can't I get this crap to work? So the Seeker Mines are actually AI, and the turret is AI. God, I love them Seekers. And you gotta love a ragdoll. What are you shooting at? The bot is actually got his arm shooting over cover. There is a medic bot over there too that needs to die because that medic will run around and revive the fallen people that I've already killed. God, I love these Seekers. And these aren't my boss.
Serious trauma.
Oh,
detected.
damn it. Somebody just knocked a chunk of my health away. You gotta kiss my ass. Blowing you up.
Target spotted, Sheriff.
Okay, here's now, after all this, now my target shows up. Oh, damn, that hurt. Yeah, he's a heavy. Oh, that hurt. I don't like those. You gotta die.
Medical assistance needed.
I need to run. These are ammo crates with special ammo. Y'all still shooting my ass. Alright, let's go back to my LMG. See if I can circle around and pick up this. Now, since I am using a skill build, my character's going to be a little bit on the squishy side. Yeah, so this guy's a heavy. His machine gun will have a belt, and if you shoot the belt of the machine gun, it pisses him off and jams his weapon, and he can't shoot, so he'll drop to his knees. Oh, turret's tearing your ass up.
We need backup. I don't like the idea of working with the cleaners. We can use them. Our goals on this are aligned. You have to trust me. I trust you.
Neptune's already done. Venus. We're going to finish up Venus here.
They're dedicated to their mission.
We'll do another bounty, a mission, 2 control points, and another bounty. So 2 bounties, 1 mission, 2 control
I
points.
won't force you to work with them, but you have to make a choice.
Yes, shut
You
up.
either get on board, or you can replace
Viewpoint
Saturn in the
mission.
safe house.
A museum.
Fine. I'd rather be in the field.
Nobody
Cleaning up the
cares.
streets one bad guy at a time. Nicely done, Sheriff.
Thank you. The whole sheriff is part of the storyline thing. Pretty involved storyline. Viewpoint museum is this guy. Increased loot allocation, light machine guns. I'm gonna try running this with the skill build. You know, we're at the 1 hour mark, and usually I would like to cut out of here at 1 hour. Just gonna do this to show that A, there's free roam. You walk around the city and you can just come across missions or quests or whatever to accomplish. And then there are actual missions. And nice. Named item cache. Okay. We'll take a look at that. Hanu Corporation. Oh, Force Multiplier. Oh, okay. It are a backpack. Skill haste. Skill haste, skill damage, and weapon damage. That's not bad. It's not great rolls. I've got, see the little orange right here means that I can recalibrate it and get skill damage all the way up to max. Unfortunately, you can only roll one item. You can re-roll this stat, and the way that this game is set up, you can actually go in here, and if, say, this was maxed out, but I didn't really want to use this armor piece, I can use more magic and disenchant this item and remove the magic from this and store it into a magic vial that stays online. And then I can put that stat on anything whenever I want to. I can transfer the magic from one item to another. Don't need that. So hit it with a V, which marks it as junk. And I can either break it down or I can sell it. It's like that. 15% weapon damage. I can strip that off and store that 15% weapon damage. And then if I want to, I can put it on this. Even though I'm already at 15 on weapon damage here. So you got critical chance. I can buff that. I can't. This is an exotic. It won't let me change the stats on it. But it's pretty good. Its magic is pretty good. Viewpoint Museum.
Taking the Viewpoint Museum away from True Sons will make it a lot harder for them to coordinate their troops
okay.
and spread misinformation.
We have
All
more
communications
guns than
coming in
you.
and out of the building will be controlled from the production studio on the top floor. So you'll need to find it and secure it.
Peekaboo. Hide and go seeker. Now, there's dudes over there. They're not part of the mission, but they're over there. No. Nobody invited you to actually shoot back. That's good. He tried to throw a grenade and it didn't make it because it hit the bridge. That's good. But I have to keep in mind that there's guys over here and they can flank me even though they're not part of this mission. So I'm going to try to throw a seeker back over here. Yep, I'm just going after them. Just, you guys relax over there. I'll get to you in a minute. They didn't die.
I saw some hostiles enter the parking garage east of the main entrance. You might be able to get in that way.
Mark 46. I could choose to ignore them. I should be able to. Because they're not coming. I've actually been on a mission or whatever and trying to do something, and then mobs that were not even in that mission area decided they were going to join me and start shooting me in the ass. Very annoying. All these news vans parked down here. Got a scoop for you. Your vans are shit.
Hostile radio intercepted.
This is Wade. So, the division thinks they can just come in here. They don't know who they're fucking with. Go dark.
Potty mouth.
Wait for the signal, then corner, and kill.
Potty mouth. The little things like environmental things. Shoot those. If anybody's really close to it, it'll shock them. Restock kits. Resupply. When you see those, you know that shit's about to get real. Go back to light machine gun. Now stay up there. Occasionally when I throw it up there like that, it'll fall down. You're setting up your turret? I set up mine. I'm gonna die today? You're shooting at me with a shotgun from there? Well, let's put your head down. Okay, princess? In fact, why don't you play with my balls? I mean, my seekers. Oh no, I broke your turret with my seeker. You got friends. Friends didn't make it. Neither did you. Got more friends? The nice thing about the light machine gun is, and the downfall to it is, you can actually use it to suppress targets. Oh, you got shot in the nuts, dude. When you have potato aim like this, light machine guns are great. This one, because it's got magic on it to increase the amount of rounds that can fit in the magazine. There's a little plastic container that holds all the bullets. Can magically expand and hold more now. I don't know, you guys might start thinking that I'm against magical stats. And I am. Doesn't mean that I hate this game. I mean, it's got enough going for it that it's still good. Got it on pre-order, and honestly, the content that was available on release left a little bit to be desired. There was just level 1 through 30. You know, it was in the beta and stuff too, but the beta was what, level 1 through 8 or whatever. And then they did the Dark Zone test, which is the douche zone. You piece of shit. That's not where I told you to go. So I have to undeploy it, which is okay. When you undeploy something, you have a shorter cooldown than if you let it run out. You guys have the courtesy of dying whenever I'm shooting at you. On the file cabinet. Thank you. No flanking. You. Jab down. Turret actually does pretty good damage. I told you to get your head down. You will listen to me, or you will lose that head. Oh, get ready to pull a turret up. Here, kitty. Say hello to my little friends. Oh, I don't care about your frickin' turret. Come right here and ignore said turret. Give it. Come on, princess. No. You don't want to stick your head up? Alright. Secret mine time. And let's go pick up the turret. I think Tony Montana, is it Montana or Montoya or whatever? I think he would be really proud of the Seeker Mines. If he had had those, man, that movie would have been a hell of a lot shorter, you know? Let's see. That's grenade box. Good on grenades.
Electromagnetic charge detected.
Oh. I haven't seen it in probably 30 years. Yep. Electromagnetic pulse. EMP. Stay out of the EMP zone, then I don't have to worry about it as much. You guys alive still? Yeah. See, the thing is, they're going to be over there, and as soon as I try to push forward, then I'll get more spawns. And see, here's the spawn trigger thing. You're always having to watch out for spawn triggers. See, more just spawn up there. With the skill build versus a DPS build versus a whatever, I'm building skill haste and skill damage. Oh, should pay attention to my reload. See, they're still worried about my turret over there. He's actually pretty safe from that turret. That's already destroyed. Peekaboo. You're hiding still? Who the hell just shot me? I bet you upstairs. Yep, someone right over there. Get on the cover. What the hell? Alright, I'll go ahead and pull that turret up.
Can't see shit from me. Hey, Agent, I see you.
Yep, I see you too. You're such a little bitch. Yeah, the difference between a skill build and a DPS build is that I'm building all the skill power, skill haste, meaning that, of course, skill haste means I get my skills back faster. You've got a turret. Not anymore. Don't be rolling up on me. If I were, I can't switch my gear sets while in combat, but if I switch over to a DPS build, then it's going to be doing a hell of a lot more weapon damage. Now, if I didn't reload my magazine, then if I just go over here to the resupply box, it will refill my magazine and my full magazine capacity. These are magic magazines anyway. If I fire one bullet out of it and hit reload, and it just, yeah, magic numbers. Alright, I want to sneak up on these guys a little bit. Peekaboo.
My armor's shredded.
So yeah, that's one of the things that I want to create is a smart turret or a sentry turret kind of idea. I want to keep refining the seeker mines, and the majority of the refining wise needs to be done in the targeting system. Alright, you're going to annoy me. So I'm just going to shoot you in the face. Tatering. Come on. Oh, and I had a specialty ammo, which added fire to my damage here. Oh, turret up, but sneaky. Peekaboo. Oh, it sucks to be you. I want your purple loot. I can pick it up as junk just with a single key press. Oh. Burn, Cletus. I said burn. Did I tell you to burn? You burn when I tell you to burn. Quit ducking down. Burn. This dude's above me. I know they aren't shooting at me from above me. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pull my turret up. It's not doing anything. You don't look happy there, bro. What's up?
Vital signs critical.
Wow, that pistol is worthless as shit.
Agent
Absolutely
vital signs,
worthless. I figured, hey, what the hell? I'm pretty much done. Might as well just go ahead and switch the freaking pistol and finish off these last guys. That pistol sucked donkey nuts. I wasted friggin' points on that shit. No, no grenade for you. I said no grenades. Stupid donkey. I expected that pistol to do a little bit more damage than that. So, you know, that's why I was just kind of steady walking up toward this guy, figuring I could just finish him off pretty quickly. Wow, was I wrong. Come on, let's go, Cletus. Not that I have anything against anybody named Cletus, by the way. Classic game. Redneck Rampage. One of the characters' name was Cletus. No. Ain't no rolling up on me like that. What's wrong with you? Oh, you got a foam launcher. Oh, it didn't do you any good. Yeah, I can't believe how shit that pistol is. I mean, I would have pursued that guy like I did. And I was like in disbelief shooting the bad guy. You know what? I'm not even gonna. It's the Silencio Maxim 9, which is a frickin' 9mm pistol. But that 9mm pistol doesn't do as much damage as... Well, what? It's a level 30? Why the hell would you give me a level 30, you piece of shit? No wonder it's not doing any frickin' damage. And this special version of the Dice Ross, yeah. Extra credit if you can tell me the real name of that gun. Yeah. Why won't you let me change my pistol? I am not in combat. Why won't you let me change my pistol? Or you won't let me use it because of the specialty, or... The fire starter. It gave me this as a special. It was level 40 at the time, but it gave me a level 30 weapon. Backup boomstick. This one's God rolled. Always, and I mean always, have a backup. Drunken idiot. Yes, that was millions of damage. 1 point... Was it? Oh, well, not with this build. But it's like 1.2 million damage whenever I do the other build. Alright, I'll finish this off quick. And I'm guessing he wouldn't let me equip that other one because it's... I got it because it's a specialty, one of the specialist classes. Hi, how are you?
Go! Get out of here!
Hi. It's a bulletproof class, by the way.
That must have been Wade. Would have been nice to bag him, but he's not your primary objective. Get to the TV studio and get these guys off the air for good.
Okay. Stairs up here. Does that mean I can go to a higher level and shoot down? Probably gonna have spawns come from here. Here's the thing, is you would think they would have, I've seen in some games, smart spawns. The enemy spawns won't happen if the player is within a certain distance. Guarantee I'm gonna have spawns come out that friggin' door though. You know what? Seeker's ready. Get off the goddamn cover!
Transmission control module. It handles all communications going in and out of viewpoint. If you reset it, you'll lock out the True Sons and we can take over the channels.
Here's the thing. As soon as I commit to doing this, I have to stay within a certain proximity of it.
Stay by the module and make sure it completes the reset sequence.
And I'm going to have spawns coming from every which way possible. But instead of aiming for every individual one and trying to shoot them down manually, my turret is good, and this ring above my head should stop grenades. Now, what I told you can come up here. I could technically just hide back here and just wait until my cooldown is ready for my seeker mines and just deploy them. If you go back through some of my Division 1 videos in the past, where I was doing skill runs, completing entire missions in normal and hard difficulty with no weapons whatsoever, and challenging mode missions with only a few weapons. You know, here and there, just as a failsafe, but there was at least one or two that I could do at the time.
All site facilities are reset to default or under direct SHD control.
That's good to hear. Our comms are coming online and the True Sons are in the dark.
Fluctuations in local
Trying to rebuild in this game a skill build system to do as close to that as
I see
possible.
multiple hostiles on the roof. They're setting up EMP jammers around the radio
They
mast.
control the viewpoint.
It's Wade. He's trying to sabotage the mast. Without it, no one can broadcast from viewpoint. Agent, get to the roof. You gotta stop him from taking out the mast.
What if I don't want to go to the roof? What if I don't care? What if I think he could have it? Then I don't get the special magical loot for completing the mission. Where the hell am I going? Elevators down. This one's an automatic elevator, but elevators, great way to teleport your player to a new level.
Detected.
Wade is using EMP jammers to overload the radio mast. Take them out before the mast is destroyed.
Oh yes,
System curtailed.
EMP jammers, which means that I'm not going to be able to use my seekers and turrets.
System malfunctioning.
I'm on a skill build.
System curtailed.
Methinks, if it's possible, I'm going to change the loadouts.
reactivated. System malfunctioning.
Oh yeah. And as much as that's cool,
System restored.
I'm going to change my weapon.
System curtailed.
That's tempting.
System disrupted.
Screw it. I love M60s. Alright, so
System back online. System curtailed.
I have to destroy these EMP jammers.
System restored. Structural integrity.
I don't need EMP. I don't need
Agent, you've gotta stop Wade. We need that radio mast.
the fancy toys.
You won't be able to use the shade tech as long as that EMP jammer is active. Take it out.
System reactivated. System disrupted. System malfunctioning.
So this doesn't have quite the ammo capacity of that for your hand grenades.
System restored.
So the time limit to actually take these things out.
Electromagnetic charge depleted. System reactivated.
Now, I can use my seeker mines, and I can use my magic drone to rebuild my armor. You got a shotgun? Oh, you just got wrecked, bro. Yes, I know. Why weren't you using this before? It's so much easier. It is so much easier. Get off the cover. To reload. And I can use the drone. Come on. Now, if you see those orange numbers, those are over 1,000,000 points of damage per hit. You know what? Come on, princess. You want to keep hiding. Got your buddy over there. Is that 1.2 million damage per hit?
Agent, you're going down.
Am?
Better not.
Eat shit.
Facility's ours. True Sun's just
Melee.
a powerful tool for
Gotta love
coordinating
it.
their troops and spouting
It
their
actually
bullshit.
works in
Once we
this
get the radio
version.
mast repaired and operational, we can extend the reach of our own broadcasts.
Alright, so I only have a bounty left to do in this area. And leave the mission area. Yeah, leave mission area. So once I actually leave, it will finish off the thing, and then I only have to do a bounty in this region, and it's done. But I'm not going to make you guys sit here and watch that for an hour and a half, unless you want me to continue. Got plenty of cool concept ideas of things that can recreate. The turret system. Refine the seekers. Alright, and we are out of there. And we got bad guys over here. Hey, princess. Oh, you didn't make it? And that wasn't on my skill build. Still one shot in these reds. Alright, you're gonna keep frickin' blinking, which is pissing me off, until I actually go to the map. Alright, so bounty left on the side. Control points and a bounty. The control point here, control point there. And I don't control this sector. I need to get that one recapped. See if the settlement blockade will actually work. But I'm getting close. Manhunt. That'll get me caught up with modern, or with the current. So I just need 2 bounties, 2 control points, and I'm done. For now, we'll actually go back to Das White House. There was a plugin that I was looking at in the marketplace that I really haven't screwed with, but supposedly allows you to import maps and be able to get the street layouts from the map. Really got to take a look at that more, because I think it'd kind of be neat if you're trying to set up a certain area and be able to just load the map in and have your roads already there. You know, see, the regular base of operations is by myself, but you get out here and you'll run into other players. Alright, so this is season pass. Your season level, your player level, your loot level. There's, you know, urban jungle thing going on. So that's a whole nother reward system for what have yous. Alright, so I just got that. So when I hit level 51, well, yeah, but you can use oh god, what is, shades of black and white to make your terrain height maps. This is my goal, to get to 57 so I can get the baker's dozen. Once you actually get it, you also get the ability to get the blueprint to craft it yourself.
Sudden movements may be misconstrued as a hostile act.
Yeah, I was saying, just use a grayscale and then just edit the image to where it's just two colors. I want that baker's dozen because it's cool.
Sorry, I'm out of supplies.
Blueprint.
But you're welcome to use the crafting
Level
station.
30? Why would the hell would I want a level 30? I'm a level 40. I don't get this shit. Everything else I can make is automatically level 40. But if I make that, I have to make that, and then for the exotics, if I want to create that, I actually have to already have one that's actually this low level score, which is what I've got now. Even though it doesn't give me credit for one, even though I've got one. But I also have to have an exotic component, which I assume only comes from breaking down a working exotic weapon. A lullaby, because of whatever, I got the lullaby level 1, and it... okay. But if I want to upgrade it so that I can use it at level 40, then I've got to do the upgrade. And I actually have to have one that's already 250 plus score, which, you know, what have you. And then once I've got one and I make this one, which is got a gear score higher, then I have to do it again and create a second one to get it to go up again. I don't get all this bullshit for just crafting these damn exotic weapons. Whenever I want to craft a FAMAS, then, oh look, I just need steel, carbon fiber, and reinforced components. Even though there is no carbon fiber in a FAMAS, just so you know. Same thing with the M4 Police M4 replica. Steel, carbon fiber, and receiver components. Well, I wish it was that easy. Order me a shitload of it. This I can't get because I have to earn and unlock. That's fine. I don't mind earning things. But, yeah, I just don't get some of the magic in here. Oh, and your base of operations. Inside the White House now, there is an indoor shooting range. And if you just want to shoot at an individual target, and at 25 yards, shoot the tab, and the 25-yard target will pop up. Come over here, you want one closer because you're doing pistols. Get the 5-yard target. Headshot. Let's reset this. So, what happens if I shoot him in the head one time? 659,000 damage. Really? But if I just made a headshot with a 357 Magnum, and it didn't kill him. Took 2 shots with a 357 Magnum to kill somebody. So, interesting. This one, now you can actually change your difficulty levels and play around with it. And shoot at the targets that come up. As soon as I shoot this one, another one will pop up. Oh, didn't one shot. You know, Trump's probably got his own shooting range in the White House. Oh, I missed. I did get my bonus though. You gonna give me the same target? It would probably make him a little bit nervous. Every time you hear a gunshot, then you think someone's coming after him. Oh, bullshit. That was a headshot. Come over here. We got reds and Middle East. And think about it, since the weapon stats have magic, if you look at some of them, like reset skill cooldowns, okay, I can do that, and I can magically reset my cooldowns. If I want to, I can throw a seeker mine, or I can deploy things to actually test out to see what's what. I can get rid of him, reset my cooldowns. Damage self is not what I was trying to select. Yeah, with the magic, you can receive a bonus to whatever if increase reload speed. Seeker. So, when you start taking damage, you might be able to do increased firepower or what have you. Yeah. So you can practice your magic by damaging yourself and then magically resetting my cooldowns. Oh, and as you pick up exotic weapons, you can see my wall is full here. It puts a copy of the exotic weapons that you've found so far onto the wall. Just for the weapons. You can see I have a huge collection. I have 3. In case you couldn't count that high, I'm just kind of moving quick. Vendors.
Let me be your one-stop shop.
So I can come over here and sell. I can hold down the tab key and sell anything that I've already previously marked as junk.
My inventory thanks you.
What's that?
Glad we got that settled.
Yep, me too. Shut up. Go away. And upstairs, you got the other stuff you saw. Chick with the broken arms. The bounty dude. There is more NPCs. And the right here, you can actually change your character around a little bit. You can't change your gender. Sorry, Bruce. Let's see. Change my hair color if I want to. And it costs you your in-game credits to be able to change your hair color or whatever. Or add scars or tattoos or facial hair or what have you. But you can change your character around. Looks like the postal dude. not going to change my character. And if you have ivory keys, you can exchange them here, or whatever the hell they are. You also have in-game clans, and if you have a clan, which I have a clan, Old and Slow is the name of my clan. There's like 3 of us in the clan. And if there were enough people in the clan, then I could actually have a vendor inside here that sells clan bonus, whatever thingamajiggies. And special bounties just for clans. Weekly clan cash. Special items, whatever. I don't know. Because nobody loves me enough to play the game with me and join my clan and that kind of stuff. Well, I have 4 members. How about that? I need 1 more member and I could actually, you know, I think at 5 I can get the vendor. But I'm used to playing with myself. I mean, by myself. But yeah, there's areas that I haven't even explored in here. Never been in this room. Never needed to. Because I never get on this side of the building. That's where I just came from. You can take the helicopter over there on the front lawn, which, you know, let's walk over there just because I'm going to be an asshole. An old grumpy fart. God damn it, stop slowing my character down from sprinting. That is so annoying. So you have a makeshift helipad out here, a couple Hescos and some steel decking and so forth to have this helicopter. What are you looking at? Don't look at me. I know you can look at me. Not sure why they needed that helipad when... Oh god, stop slowing me down. That is so annoying. When they already had this helipad over here. Are you the pilot? Apparently you're the pilot. Open the menu. And I can fly to the different areas here. Raids, the different offsite missions. Or I can take a helicopter from DC to New York. That'd be a pretty quick flight, wouldn't it? Besides the vendor over there, you got...
nice to see you, kid.
Kid? Who the hell are you calling kid? Urban Jungle. You can work your way through and unlock all 35 cash boxes, which you can open up and get cool loots and stuff. Or you could just buy the keys and not actually have to earn it, just throw money at it. Whereas the season pass stuff like this, I'm getting ready to go into page 11, which I'm at level 50 right now, but there's 20 pages. Get an arm patch. Ooh. Named item cache. That's cool. So there are some rewards that are pretty good. But, you know, most of them are just meh. You do get named weapons. The only one I'm really looking for is this one. Burnout. It's a FAMAS. And I want the Quiet Roar, and definitely want the Baker's Dozen. Other than that, I don't care. I've already got everything else. So the last thing I'm going to look at, and then we are for sure getting out of here. And if you've seen anything in here that looks fun and something we should visit on, I don't know what to do here. Hazard protection, don't care. Explosive resistance, you know what, screw it. I'll throw a point on that. Come on, let's go. Apparel is what I want to look at. Is you get all these caches, which is fine, but hats. I mean, I can change my hats. I've got a plethora of hats. I'm not going to make you go through and see all of the stuff that I have. But I got my Santa Claus hat. That green stinky fume coming off my back is my gas mask. Gas masks aren't supposed to emanate gas from them. Just saying. I got my fedora for my black suit and tie. I got my paratrooper helmet for the World War II paratrooper look. Got my cowboy hat, which I usually sport the cowboy look, with Beefalo Bart being the name. And trapper hat. Ever so often, I think I've ever worn this. The miner's helmet. I mean, there's all kind of stuff. In fact, let's put on the beret. This look awesome. Since I got the rose-colored glasses, it works with the beret. But you have, like shirts you can change out to change your cosmetic appearance. I don't like that the gear, and realistically, yes, the gear would be covering your clothing, but you spend money on unlocking things like the black suit and tie. You kind of want to see it instead of your web gear. But whenever I go to this one, the gear looks different now, and I can see more of the actual uniform. And there's also, if I wanted to, these. Now, if I have demolition as my specialization, I can wear that if I want to. I'll come back to that one. The sharpshooter or the survivalist. But I also have the retro field uniform, which I found doesn't unlock in a particular off-the-wall mission, which is kind of cool. I never see anybody wearing this, so it's either that they don't like it or it's just uncommon. But it covers up all your gear except for your holster, your backpack, and you see the actual goodness of it. And of course, with weapons, I had to have. Let's go over to my stash box, which is here. I think I put them in my stash. Lady Death. I might eventually go out to playing with that one. Glory Days, Honey Badgers, Banshee. I got like 3 of the Dark Winters. So on the Thompsons, I've got the 1928 version of the Thompson, which, features the stick mags. And then I've also got the Tommy gun with the drum. So I got 2 different Tommy guns I can play with. Double barrel shotguns. I got the Safety Dance, Grudge. I forgot I had Lady Death. But I didn't use it all that much. But Tommy guns, double barrel shotguns, I don't need that. I'll eventually clean out this damn thing. The Enforcer. I don't need the old purple version of the Tommy gun. Love my Tommy guns. Oh, now this one right here. I'm going to go ahead and grab one of these. This was a special item during the Christmas season. Yeah, it's level 30. So it's not like I would be out there trying to use this as a primary weapon now at level 40. It's just junk. Why does this one suddenly have 39.5k while the rest have 15? I don't know, but I'll take it out. And I liked it because it's a Tommy gun. And I like it because it's a gold-plated Tommy gun with all kind of embellishments on it. It just happens to be a Christmas theme. This particular weapon. Let's go back and look at that later. I didn't like that stock. I had the M1A loaded champion or loaded with the heavier barrel, and it had that stock on it. I didn't really care for it. I didn't like the way that stock felt in real life. Don't need you, don't need you, don't need you. That's what I wanted. The Slayer. And we're going to have to go back down to the shooting range for this one. I could take it out into the wild, shoot some bad guys with it, But you had to find this one specific mob that was out in the wild, just roaming the streets, and if you did find him, see, it's red, and it does damage, but you're shooting snowballs. But they're snowballs with a rock on the inside. So you could actually go out there and use this, and I have, at level 30, going out there and shoot bad guys with it. But if you look at it, reviews are in. The Slayer is the top holiday gift for this year. Blah, 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 blah. Headshots apply confuse. So when you hit somebody, a target in the head, they just walk around dazed for a few seconds. Who says you can't bring a gun to a snowball fight? But essentially it is it is shooting snowballs that have a rock on the inside of it. I ended up with like 5 of them or more. I think all of my characters had one, and started throwing them back into the stash boxes. Being that I'm let's see, let's go back to the Dark Winter. Being that I'm level 40 now, a level 30 weapon just really ain't cutting it. Still fun though. Alright. Back in the stash. And I'm going to get out of here. So if you guys saw anything in particular that stood out that you wanted to, hey, how will we do this? How does that work? Or what have you? We'll take a look at it. And see what we can come up with.
I'm happy to have made a deal.
I'm going to take a break for a little bit. Step away from the computer. And I am going to come back and I'm going to finish off doing the last of... What is her name? I'm going to be doing Venus. Alright, I'm going to call some racism here. That's a black woman. And that's a black woman. Well, you got all the black women on the left and all the white women on the right. Are you trying to be racist or something here? Or? Why couldn't you have, a black woman on top and, on one side and a white woman on top on the other side? That's fine. But, why you put them all to the left? Why couldn't you just put them all in a straight row and then, yeah. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll make another clean project with just my simple multiplayer Steam template, so we can check it out and play a little bit, here and there. I can upload a version of it here and there, so we can see what it's like and how it compares. And it's not going to be an exact clone of the Division 2, but if I want to throw some stuff from this game in there, or if I want to throw some stuff from another game into it, it'll be the replication game, of replicating features from different games. But figured since this is the one that I play the most, I figured I would grab some content, grab some footage, and then figure out which of the things that I really want to carry over. I know I want to do the turret. I know I want to do improvements on my targeting systems and get those working correctly. Set up tagging system for players, whether they're, good or bad. If you know anything about Grand Theft Auto 5, you have your mentality or whatever. The more you just randomly kill fools, your psychological level decreases. Yeah. See, turrets will fight turrets in this game, so it just I need to come up with a tagging system so that turrets will only fire at tagged a certain way. You have a player basically is going to be neutral and you know faction based. Now there is uh, an asset that I looked at for factions, but I want to do my own faction system so that you can have friendly AI. Because if I walk around the streets, I may run into friendly AI or enemy AI. Might run into a dog or a fox or a raccoon or a frog or a deer or whatever. And there are deer, there are foxes, dogs, and some other wildlife, some birds that you can murder, and rats. Um, so have an intelligent AI system, uh, intelligent turrets, where the turrets will only target um, enemy players, or if like in this game, if you go to the dark zone and you don't want to fight other players, you can just stay normal. But if someone wants to be an asshole, go into douchebag mode and start killing friendly people or innocent people that aren't bothering anybody else. If I go there and ignore all the other players, just go in there, kill NPCs, and try to farm for some gear that only drops in the dark zone, which I think is bullshit. Um, if I want to go and try to farm that gear, then I can. But if I'm minding my own business and Senor Bullfrog decides he wants to go into butthole mode and just go rogue and start killing me, there's nothing I can do to make him not be able to kill me. I like contested zones where if you want to PvP, like in World of Warcraft, you used to be able to, I don't know if you can or not, I haven't played in years, but you could turn on PvP mode. If you don't manually turn it on in this specific zone, you don't have to worry about anybody killing you. You don't have to worry about being stabbed in the back or sniped or whatever else. You don't have to worry about it. But if you flip on that PvP switch, then all's fair in love and war. Yeah. And one of the things we did in one of the private servers that I managed and did content for on World of Warcraft private server was I did a specific shopping mall where if you want to buy the best gear that you can buy without earning it, there was still stuff you had to earn if you want the very best gear. But if you wanted some really good gear, then you had to go to this one particular shopping mall, and it was a arena, and the vendors were in the center of the arena. If you wanted to go out there, everything could be normal and polite, and the Horde, the Alliance, both could walk into the center of the arena, do their shopping, wave to each other, and peacefully just coexist. Or somebody could go apeshit and just start trying to kill, all the Horde that are there, or all the Alliance that are there. And if you didn't want to be part of it, you just back off and let them do their thing until they get bored and leave. Then, yeah, it was a contested area. Any Horde could attack any Alliance at any time, whatever level, doesn't matter. If you wanted to shop, you took the risk of going to this specific black market area to get certain items from the vendor. So I like that idea too. Alright, getting out of here. I'll still be watching Discord. So y'all know I got 3 monitors going. I got my streaming software on the left, the game in the middle, and Discord on the right monitor. But I'm going to get out of here, take a break for a little bit, get something else to eat, and finish up going after Miss Venus here, which means I just got to go for 2 bounties, 2 control points, and she's done. Now, once I get those done, you then get another bounty, which is going after her. So, yeah. If you got anything you want to see from this, let me know in Discord, and we'll chat about it there. Otherwise, I'm going to take a break, and we'll see you around. Love you all.